Welcome to Underqualified and Over It. I am your host, Alice, and joining me as always is Cindy.
Yeah, hi.
In this podcast, we are over-opinionated and unfortunately allowed to talk. So sit back, lower your expectations, and let's get into it. We did it! Yay!
I'm so proud of you. Never stop believing in you for a single second.
Never stop. So, good news on my front. I have a job.
Yes.
Yes.
We're very proud of you. So what is it that you're going to be doing?
So it's a retail job. Obviously, I'm not going to name the company and all of that stuff. But I'm going to be working 8 hours a week doing general tidying up of the store and helping customers and stuff. It's going to be really good.
Hell yeah.
I'm super excited about
customer service girly.
Hell yeah. I'm super excited about it. Mostly due to the fact of it's going to help fund stuff for my wedding, because I've just sat here and priced up how much, because I love my wedding party and I love them so fucking much that I'm spending a shit ton of money on you guys. How much it's gonna cost for all of the items of, well, actually, this isn't even all of the items. It's a portion of the items that I'm going to be buying for you guys for your gifts. Your little wedding gift baskets. But thank you very much for coming and being my friend and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of money. It's nearly £200.
Yeah. No, it's, you always, that's why whenever you price anything out for the wedding, always round up.
Yeah.
Because
I round
it's just
up.
Yeah, it gets so expensive so fast. And so, no, yeah, I completely understand.
But we have booked the caterer now. The invite list is fully functioning and organized and finitoed. I am not adding any more people or taking anybody off. They're going to get their save the dates in the next few weeks. I'm going to my mum's on Thursday to sort all of those guys out and laminate them and put the tassels on them, because we ordered, so we're making our save the dates are going to be bookmarks that I've designed.
I love it.
And
that's so cute.
Yeah. And we're going to have tassels on them and stuff. But the tassels that we did order arrived, and they were neon green. Not the lovely dark forest green that we had actually ordered. So they went swiftly into the bin.
Wait, why didn't you just donate them? Did you just throw them away?
My mum threw them away because they were cheap to buy apparently. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Did she order them off Temu?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
There are some stuff. There's some stuff that honestly Temu is solid for.
Honestly, so we've decided that we're having one of those flower arrangements that's on a really big ass hoop thing. That stands up
to stand under,
and take photos and stuff. So we're doing fake flowers on pool noodles around it, and we have ordered everything off Temu, and it looks amazing. I was surprised by, especially the big metal hoop thing. I was surprised when that arrived, and I went round to my mum's, and she'd actually put it up that day to see how big it was, and it was friggin' massive, man. It's twice the size of me. It's crazy.
No, honestly, your mom, she seems like she is quite the Temu aficionado. She knows which things to get. I feel like every time I use Temu, I get scammed.
Yeah.
But then I think your mom has like some sixth sense of like how not to get scammed.
Oh yeah,
on Temu.
honestly, like the amount of times that I've been saying to her, "Oh, you've got to kind of watch out for that because it's all like drop shipping stuff from China," and I'm just like, my guy, how do you do this? Like, she bought me one of those mandolin things, you know, like not the instrument, the piece of thing that you chop vegetables up with. She bought me one of those from Temu, and it's amazing. It's so good. It was so cheap and good. And she's bought all of the LED candles from Temu. But she was there the other week. She was like, I don't think I've got enough candles. I'm going to order some more.
Oh my God.
So I think we're going to have like 12,000 candles. But that's okay, because I think she'd ordered some and they came like as bright white. And she didn't want that. We wanted the like cream ones. I was like, okay, fair enough. And I said, oh, it's all right because we can just cover those bright white ones with moss or something, like with fake moss. And she went, oh, that's a great idea, but I'm still going to order my candles. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Well, you can also like paint it as well. Yeah. Like you can just get like some cream acrylic paint and paint over it. So. But no, things are really like trucking forward. It's like once you start planning stuff with the wedding, it just picks up speed. It's like a snowball. It's like the hardest part is pushing the first half of it, but then once it gets traction, it just, gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, I found something on Etsy the other day. Well, actually, I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw this lady who makes headpieces for like for LARPing and for bridal stuff. Hang on, let me see if I can't find it. I sent it to my mum. I'll send it to you. But she does a lot of them. Like there's antlers and stuff. I quite like that one that I've just sent you, but there's a few more on her page. And she's in the UK as well.
Is it Gothic Ruins Black Crown? Oh yeah, that's really pretty.
Yeah, so I was thinking of that sort of thing for my hair. And then we do like well, my mum's gonna get the lady that comes and cuts our hair, our hairdresser that comes around to my mum's, she's gonna get her to do my hair. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grow my hair out as much as I can apart from my fringe, and then do like twists from the side backwards, and then have that on top of that. And then maybe some I'll probably order in some dreadlocks to put into the plait in as well, and I'll have dreaded hair.
Yeah, that'll be really pretty.
Yeah, and I think what I'll do is I'll just like keep to my natural color, and then just get some what's it called, where it goes from like one color to another, like balayage or.
Oh, balayage is the technique for an ombre.
Oh, right, yeah, ombre then. So I'll probably get like darker into blonde and like lengthen my hair a bit there, like with the dreads, and do that, and then I can have those in for the foreseeable until I get bored of them and we take them out, basically.
There you go.
So I'll go get my dreads done.
I had short hair for my wedding, so I literally just wore a wig.
Fast.
I was like, I don't want to have short hair in my pictures, so we're just gonna do a wig.
But I've wanted to have dreads done for quite a long time now. I used to have like the big cyberpunk locks that you just tie in with a bobble. I used to have those, and then they got all raggedy and stuff because I'd had them for years. But I loved those things. I used to wear them a lot. I had black and red ones. They were friggin' awesome.
Yeah, I used to want dreads so bad, but then I saw like the actual like dreads, not like tie-in dreads. I wanted to like actually dread my hair, but then I was like the upkeep with it and like making sure like certain things weren't like, because like you can have like moisture get caught up in there, and then you have to like do wax and all of this different stuff. I mean, it's a protective hairstyle. Also, not to mention my hair texture, it would not have worked very well because I don't have the curlier textured hair that you would need to like do actual dreads and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I'm one of those where I want to be able to take it out eventually, instead of like being like once I'm done with them, you have to lop them off most of the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to go for the plaiting method. But my hair actually naturally dreads. I've had issues with it in the past where obviously I've had like bad depression moments, and a lot of people, when they don't brush their hair, it turns into a complete rat nest at the back, whereas mine actually singles off into singular dreads.
Oh wow.
So mine already like goes into the dreadlock kind of vibes. So I'm thinking, have I got some sort of like thing in my DNA that just wants me to have dreadlocks? Okay, fair enough. We're gonna go dreadlocks.
Maybe.
But I've wanted it for a very long time, and I thought, you know what? I'll treat myself. It's my wedding. Treat myself.
Yeah, there you go. Just do it.
Because it's going to cost a lot of money to go get them put in. Because I think the only person that I know that does them is on the other side of Manchester. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get to. And then on top of that...
really?
Yeah.
That's really far.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I think it's like £150 for the entire set. And that's because she makes them herself. And then she actually puts them into your hair.
Yeah.
And it takes hours to put them in, depending on what you're going
crazy.
for. Yeah.
That's crazy that there's not one, because obviously I know where you live now. But like, where do people who have it, like everybody that has to maintain their dreads, all go to this one person?
No, there's probably someone a bit closer, but usually in this area, there's not a lot of people that do have dreadlocks. Because unfortunately, I live in a place in Cheshire where not a lot of diversity happens. There's unfortunately a big, it's a large variety of white people where I live.
Not a whole lot of people of color.
Yeah, not really.
Gotcha. Okay. That's still mad to me because that would take like near enough 2 hours to get to. Wow.
So it'll be it'll basically be a whole day experience, which I'll probably just be like, yo, Dad, can you like drop me off and then pick me up, and then I'll stay at my dad's house for the evening or something.
Fair enough.
And then get him to come back, like bring me back. That's probably the only way that I'm going to be able to get over there. Or there's probably a place in like my dad's area that I can probably go to, because that's luckily in that area there's a heavy
what's that?
There's a heavy amount of people of color, like a very good, healthy, heavy amount of people of color. It's lovely.
I don't know if heavy's the adjective I would use.
Honestly, I love where my dad lives, just because of how vibrant the diversity is there. It's really, really nice. It's just it's a part of Manchester that's just like really culturally diverse, and like you can go one street and you've got like Japanese food shops, and then the next street you've got like proper what's it called, like fufu
like
shops.
Foods. Oh, fufu.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you've got like just down the road you've got Curry Mile, which is like a mile-long road full of curry houses.
That's insane. That's actually really
amazing. Cool. And like, I think they say that Manchester's like one of the most culturally diverse, apart from London.
Yeah.
In
that's
the UK.
Why I was so taken aback by it, because I was like, Manchester, because I was like, it took me a second. And I was like, yeah, I can understand there not being one near where you are specifically, but like to go all the way to the other side of Manchester, like it's just wild to me. Because I mean, like, even if you were living in Manchester, right? If I was a person of color and I had dreadlocks and I needed them to go get maintenance and things like that, like to only have this like one person that I would be able to go to on the other side of Manchester, which even if you live in Manchester, it still takes you an hour to get over there, like with public transport and everything. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's also the fact of I probably like this was like, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago that I was looking into getting my dreads. So
Yeah.
there's probably more people out there now. There's probably a lot of people a lot closer that are doing it and are available to do so. So I'm gonna have to look back into that. I mean, there might even be people in the Cheshire area that do it now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will have to find out and do my research.
I have so on my TikTok feed I watch a lot of um like hairdresser, a lot of people of color, like that hair texture, maintenance and like getting all sorts of braids and weaves and dreads and everything. And I see like the horror stories that people have of like they went to go get their dreads maintenance by someone who didn't know what they were doing. Or they were given really bad advice and like this person has to correct. It must be terrifying. Like if you have that as an everyday like protective hairstyle on yourself to just like you have one person in this town that you can go to. Obviously there's probably more than that, but like think of all the reviews and everything that you would have to like filter through.
Yeah,
And,
it's also the fact of a lot of places that actually do that style of hair and that type of hair as well. A lot of places won't do it on me because of cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the problems that I have with going into a shop and being like, "Yo, I want dreads," and then they go, "Oh, no." I mean, like,
Yeah.
I am a pasty ass white girl going into a shop for dreads.
Mhm.
A lot
Yeah.
of them are just like, no, I'm not even gonna bother. No, thank you. I'd rather not have your custom and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. And I feel like there's a lot of like dreadlocks in a lot of different cultures cuz like I've seen like people, especially people who live and do like a lot of whether it's surfboarding or like sailing or a lot of stuff like on the ocean, a lot of them will also have dreadlocks because it's protective.
Yeah.
And it so I don't know. I personally I like I said, I've wanted dreadlocks in the past, but I also I'm at the point where I know I'm too lazy to take care of them, so I'm like, I'm just gonna pass on that for now. Maybe one day I'll do it, but definitely not anytime soon because I'm a lazy bitch.
Yeah, because a lot of people think like there's a stigmatism with dreadlocks as well. A lot of people, especially white people, unfortunately, a lot of white people think that when you have dreadlocks, your hair's dirty and you don't wash your hair.
Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
complete opposite because you have to maintain them and you have to really look after them. Even like I said, even if it's with the platin ones, because they're still hair that's been matted up into a form. You've got to make sure that they stay like that. So I'll be having like there's like certain like kind of combs that you have so that you can make sure that they stay how they're supposed to do. Like what I should have done with my my cyberpunk ones. But I didn't have the materials and stuff like that when I had those, unfortunately. And then and then I lived in a house where mold got over a lot of my stuff. I lost about maybe 200 to 300 pounds worth of anything due to mold. I lost books. I lost those dreadlocks. I lost everything. I lost so much stuff because I was told I was able to keep things safely in a place, and actually it wasn't. And within like 2 weeks of being there, the mold had got everything.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah. That sucks.
That's one of the things I'm concerned about, like going back to the US, is I have a bunch of stuff in a storage unit and it's not temperature controlled or anything like that. It's just basically been sitting in a garage all summer, all year. And so I'm really concerned because I have books and stuff in there that I'm like, I'm praying that there's no book mites and I'm praying that there's no mold. But I won't know until I get there and find out.
Good thing to do with the
'Cause
books
it's so destructive.
is put them in Sealy bags and chuck them in the freezer.
Yeah, I
Sealy bags and
I
in the freezer.
110% intend on doing that. And my mom's gonna open the freezer and she's like, I was getting chicken out to defrost and I saw a bunch of books in there. What's going on? Like, don't worry about it.
Freeze drying the books.
Yeah. We're protecting our books, mother.
So, on the topic of books, I'm gonna swiftly shove us over to our topic for today.
Okay.
And it's sort of related to books because some of these have come from books, but I want to go back to our Over It series. I believe this is the second in our Over It series. And my Over It is I'm over reboots that nobody asked for.
Like what?
So, to name a few that have come out this year so far, is they've made a reboot of Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, really?
But it's more of a... It's not a reboot. It's like a continuation of Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, it's like an offshoot of Malcolm in the Middle. Kind of like the... what was the... something world... Boy's World. Oh,
Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World.
Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World.
Yeah, because Boy Meets World was the two teenagers.
The original.
And then Girl Meets World is when those two teenagers got married and then it's their kid.
Yeah. So it's like that kind of continuation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they've also done a continuation of Scrubs.
Ew.
And I haven't watched it. But
I was gonna say I haven't watched the original, so I haven't watched Scrubs at all.
I love Scrubs. But my fiance actually watched the new Scrubs and he said, Don't bother. Yeah. It is so bad. They try to make it as funny, like they're trying too hard to make it like the old Scrubs. And it just does not work because all of the actors are like older now and it just really doesn't work. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch the original Scrubs because, to be honest, like, it never really appealed to me to watch. Like, you know my sense of humor. I'm a fairly, like, I like dry humor a lot of the time. I don't really like the slapstick comedy... like goofy comedy. It's not really my speed. I like the Jim Halpert looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Because like that type of humor is my type of humor. Which it's just I can understand why people find it funny, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, see, I really, really enjoyed the original Scrubs and I can't go and watch that. Another one that's going to be coming out soon, actually, is, and a lot of netizens are having issues with it, and I have issues with it, probably for the same reasons. It's the Harry Potter HBO remake. Is it HBO that are doing it? I think it is.
I don't know. I did hear about that one.
Oh, God. There's so many implications that they have put into it. I mean, I'm all for casting, like, people of color. This is a very heavy people of color session today. But, the implications that they have put into Harry Potter via hiring somebody of color to play Snape, especially when you've read the books and you've seen the films. So Snape is Harry's potions teacher, but while he was growing up, he was bullied by Harry's dad. And they hung him upside down from a tree while they were bullying him. And it said in the books that that's what they did as well, I believe. And it's the implications of a group of white young gentlemen bullying a black young gentleman and then essentially lynching him from a tree. it just makes me incredibly uncomfortable, and I feel like we've moved past a point where we should be putting that into the media. I really don't think that it's appropriate for having that, especially seen as though they're advertising it as a kind of like kid-friendly thing as well. It's like, I'm sorry, but why are we showing this sort of thing? I mean, it's not going to be in the first season because they're going to be like going from the first book, but yeah, it doesn't sit right with me at all.
Yeah, no. It's yeah, I heard about that. That's very, like, I swear to God, some of these like casting directors need to be fired.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he's gonna do a bad job at playing Snape. It's not the fact that I've got like hesitations about the actor. It's just hesitations about those specific things happening.
Yeah,
like I think he'll be a really good Snape, but it's one of those where it's just like, oh no.
Well, it's kind of like one of those, like The Little Mermaid, like what was her name? Halle Bailey.
Yeah,
like she has a beautiful voice, and I think she did a wonderful part, playing Ariel. Everybody was just like up in arms about it for no reason whatsoever.
So
I mean, there were some like animation issues. I will say, I think I have more of a issue with like. I don't have any issue with the casting of the film. No,
I don't either.
But more of the special effects department kind of was a little lackluster.
The thing with The Little Mermaid is they made a lot of changes to it to make sense of what was going on and the casting decision. So the original Little Mermaid was all based around where was it set?
Are you talking about the lyricist who wrote Part of Your World?
No.
Oh, okay. Because that's a very interesting backstory as well. I mean, learning that the person who wrote the lyrics to Part of Your World was part of the LGBTQIA community.
Yeah.
Like that, I learned that the other day and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it hits different, doesn't it? Right, so The Little Mermaid was actually originally a Danish story by Hans Christian Andersen. So that's why there was a whole up in arms thing, because everyone was like, no, she has to be white because she's Danish. It's like, no, she doesn't have to be white at all. The thing is...
That's kind of...
Another thing is, right, like... mermaids are fictional characters, right? They can be any color that they wanted. They could have made her fucking blue, and I wouldn't have given a shit.
I was gonna say, they literally could have made her blue, and it would have been fine.
Honestly,
but that's the thing for me is like, I'm fine with like, to a certain extent, like I'm fine with race and gender swapping characters to increase diversity. Yep. I understand that it was a Danish folktale. But I also understand it's a Danish folktale about a mythical creature, right? But then you take something like Snow White, which is, I believe, German folklore.
Yep.
But that she's a human. She's human the whole time. Same with like Beauty and the Beast.
My main thing,
she's French.
Okay, so my main thing about Snow White. And we're like, obviously, we're still on the reboots that nobody asked for. Nobody asked for the Little Mermaid reboot.
Well, technically, I think Disney wrote it into his
I think so. Yes,
his will or something.
So the public didn't ask for it. Okay, so that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Like
fair enough.
Reboots that the public didn't want. So, but the Little Mermaid, going back to the Little Mermaid for a second, the Little Mermaid, the new version that they made, they changed the area that she's from to be around the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
So it made more sense for her to be of color, right? So,
Okay.
Fez, I'm all happy with like they made a change. They made another change. Fantastic.
She's from the
it makes
ocean,
sense.
dude.
Okay.
Like she's
Anyway, so going to Snow White. My main problem with Snow White is the descriptives. Okay? Her hair was black as coal.
Snow White.
Her white,
Yeah.
her skin was white as snow. I'm
That's
sorry,
why I'm like,
but that's
yeah.
a white woman.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm fine with like race swapping and stuff like that, as long as it's in keeping with the storyline itself, right? Like, I think the live action Beauty and the Beast did really well. Personally, I thought she did a good job with the part. To be fair, I don't watch a whole lot of Disney, but I think in the original Beauty and the Beast, it's French folklore.
Yes, it is.
So it would make sense for her to be European looking.
Yeah.
So I don't. Well, you're making a bunch of faces that the people can't see, and I don't know why you're making them. So please
explain.
explain.
Such a big problem with the Beauty and the Beast, the new one, like the live action remake. Oh, I love him so much, but they should not have casted Ewan McGregor as the hell is the candlestick dude.
Oh,
Lumiere. They should not have
Lumiere.
casted him as Lumiere. His French accent just grates on me. And he knows he's bad at the French accent because he's done interviews about it. And he says, oh yeah, my wife's French. And I irritate her when I do a French accent because she's just like, no, that's not a French accent. And she hates it. Another thing that I really hate about it is they added 2 songs. And one of them could have not been in it at all because it was frigging terrible as a musical, like, song. And,
which one?
I can't remember. It was Human
the one
Again.
Where she's riding away?
Human Again was beautiful.
I think I know which song you're talking about. Because I think Josh Groban sings the part of the Beast.
Yeah. Evermore is what it's called.
Yeah.
And I flipping hate that song. It's terrible.
I love that song.
It's
so
terrible.
Much. I love that song so much.
I love How Does One Moment Last Forever. That is a stunning song. And I believe there was like Human Again or something like that. I can't remember what it was called, but that was a really good song.
I think they had to add songs to it because of the runtime. Because a live action generally has a longer runtime than a cartoon does. And so that's why they added a bunch of songs to it. I love the song Evermore, but mostly because I love Josh Groban's voice.
Faz.
And he sounds like Markiplier. And so I picture Markiplier singing it, and that just tickles me.
I might have to re-listen to the song and just think of Markiplier then.
Once we finish up here, I'm gonna play you a YouTube video, and then you'll like the song.
Okay, Faz. I may or may not decide that I've changed my mind. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Another franchise that got rebooted was Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four has been rebooted 3 times.
Really?
Yes. So there was the original Fantastic Four, and
is that the one with Jessica Alba?
That was Jessica Alba, yes, and it was
Captain America.
Can't remember what his name is. Chris Evans, yes. And the reason why they had to reboot Fantastic Four was because they decided to cast Chris Evans as Captain America, and they were thinking about bringing in the Fantastic Four at some point during the new Marvel Cinematic Universe. So they had to redo it. Unfortunately. Fortunately, though, we managed to get the cameo within the Deadpool Wolverine film where I was really annoyed because there were a lot of what's the generation under us? The
Gen
like
Y? No. Gen Alpha?
No, I think
Gen Z, Gen
Gen
Alpha?
Z. Right, there were a lot of Gen Z
Okay.
people in there. And none of them knew who he was. They were like, "Oh look, it's Captain America!" And me and my fiance were like, "No, no, 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 no. That's Johnny Storm." And then it was Johnny Storm, and we were like, "Yes, Johnny Storm, yes."
That's actually really funny.
And then when Gambit turned up as well, they had no idea who Gambit was, and they were like, "Oh, I can't even understand him." And I'm there like, "Really?
Yeah.
I can understand him perfectly fine." And then like obviously we had Blade as well. And when we came out of the cinema, I had to go to the toilet, and I went to the toilet and I heard two girls like complaining about the film. They were like, "Oh, I just didn't get it, this, that, and the other. I didn't know how half of the people were blah, 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 blah. Didn't even know who the black guy was." And I was like, dude, that is Blade. I suggest you go and educate yourselves before you go and see another Marvel film. Seriously, because from now on, it's only going to get more complicated. Please go forth and educate yourself.
Dude, I'm so over Marvel.
Same.
I enjoyed like the superhero movies and stuff like that. I was never like big into comic books. I was never big into that whole thing. So the whole universe in and of itself is just very unknown to me, right? But I kind of gave up on superhero movies all after Winter Soldier, because I was just like, this is so boring and repetitive.
Yep.
And like I'm just talking about like reboots and stuff. It's like, this isn't even like, I guess technically if you're counting the comic books as a boot, you know, this would it would be considered reboot. But like, I'm so sick of the multi-universe bullshit, blah blah blah, money grabbing, whatever the fuck is going on with Marvel. I'm so over it.
Yep.
They should have stopped after Stan Lee died, honestly.
I mean,
like,
Faz.
Because like he's the person who created all of this stuff. He was the one. Like, I can understand he has these cameos and stuff, and that was fun. Whatever. Where's all this money going to now? It's just going into the pockets of people who didn't even create the stuff to start with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just fuck off with it already. But I get like, and I get this is coming from somebody who is not like a big superhero movie person, like comic book person. Like for people out there who they really enjoy comic books and they really enjoy the Marvel universe, is completely different experience for them because they know all of the ins and outs and everything, whatever. But for me, as just like a going to the cinema to watch a movie, like I'm not going to choose a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Yeah. And now they have all these fucking TV shows on Disney Plus, and I was like, fuck off. Fuck off. All you want is money.
Honestly.
Money, greedy, money-grubbing bastards.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Shall we talk about another franchise that needs to die off because of money hungriness? And that would be Jurassic World.
Oh my God.
I have had enough
fuck off.
of all of the different Jurassic Bloody World films that are coming out. No, you should have left it at Jurassic Park. What was it? Like 3? Yeah, should have left it at 3.
They should have left it.
Should have left it at 3. Stop bringing Jeff Goldblum out of his cryogenic freezer, please.
I hate Jeff Goldblum. He gives me the creeps.
Everything. He gives me the creeps too. Just leave him alone. Stop giving him money, honestly.
Stop giving him jobs. Why did you cast him as the Wizard of Oz? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like I booted up, like, because I've got Game Pass. The new Evolution, the new Jurassic World Evolution game came out. And I was like, oh, okay. Didn't know that was coming out. I don't mind new Jurassic World games because those guys are phenomenal. It's basically theme park, like tycoon, but dinosaurs. And you know how I am with dinosaurs.
Okay.
I am autistic and I love fucking dinosaurs, okay? Right? But I booted it up earlier on today and I was sat there and I was actually in a call with you earlier and I was like, oh my God, shut
I saw
up.
that.
Because Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I was just like, nah. And I closed the game. I was like, no, I don't even want to play this now because he's in it. I was like,
no.
I think he's in.
Like
I think he's in the other ones as well. No, he just comes in as his character, like chatting off. I'm like, no, no. I think he's in the other ones, and I didn't notice it as much, but it was really evident.
Because
I was like,
yeah, no, I get the heebie-jeebies from that man. I'm not saying he's on a specific popular list or not because I don't know. But what I am going to say is it wouldn't surprise me. If you've watched literally any interview with him and like imagine you are a woman in this world and you get invited to do your little TikTok interviews on the red carpet. And so you dress up really nice, you do your hair, you maintain professionalism, and Jeff fucking Goldblum comes over and all he wants to talk about is how pretty your smile is and how good you look in that dress. Like, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. She's trying to ask you questions. You're sitting over here like I fucking her. Fuck off. Oh, I hate men.
Right.
Anyway.
So when men do that, I feel uncomfortable unless it's a gay man. Okay?
I feel uncomfortable either way.
If a woman does it, I'm like, hell yeah, my hair's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, you love my dress. Of course you love my dress. I love your dress. Your dress, you look stunning. You look stunning. Oh, my God. Right, if it's a woman, fine. Because we have to big ourselves up because nobody else is going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So let's go over to...
Hold on. We're gonna hold on. I'm okay with anybody doing it if they then refocus back on what I'm trying to ask them. Like, I'm okay with you gassing me up and paying me a compliment if you mean it sincerely. Yeah. But there's a difference between, hey, I'm trying to ask you questions about some film or some project you're working on, or asking you what projects you're working on. Because somebody who is like either like a gay guy or a girl just hyping you up and being like, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen. All right, what were you trying to ask me? They always recenter it back onto what you're trying to do.
Yeah, good point.
Whereas like, I feel like cis men, all like cis hetero men, they just I don't give a fuck what you're talking about because the only I'm not going to finish that sentence because I would disgust myself with the brains of men. Anyway, moving on.
So we're going to move on to some an anti-hero now. And Hellboy.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you my deep-seated frigging annoyance with this. Okay?
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
So
I feel we have very different views.
We had
already.
Hellboy 1 and Hellboy 2. Absolutely stunning. Ron Perlman can do no friggin' wrong.
Oh.
That man is a hunk of meat that is just delicious. I love him so much in anything that he is in. Honestly, I will like wax lyrical about how much I love this man.
Not us going
he's
on
phenomenal.
To the next session, objectifying men.
I am worse than a man when I am objectifying men.
Yeah, I am. Listen, it's fine.
I mean, honestly, if men can do it, why can't we? So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so Ron Perlman can do no wrong in my eyes. I love him so much, right? So they actually had Hellboy 3 written, planned, and ready to go. They cancelled it.
Of course they did.
Because Hellboy 2 didn't do good, because it's classed as I think it's classed as a cult classic now, because everybody now loves it, right? Because it didn't do well in the box office and all of that when it came out, it flopped. So they were like, no, we're not going to give you a third one. Sod yous. And then, what do they do how many ever years later? They bring back Hellboy. with the guy that plays Hopper from Stranger Things. I watched, no word of a lie, 30 seconds of that Hellboy film until he swore. He dropped the F-bomb straight away. And I went, no, no, Hellboy would not. Goodbye. Not in the first 30 seconds. He might say it like occasionally. He might say it like once, but no. Hellboy was always one of those dark fantasies that was also slightly available for kids as well. It was like the darkest thing you could watch as a kid. Well, it's not, but like it was like kind of like
I know what
PG
you mean.
vibes.
It rode that line.
Yeah, it rode the line. Whereas straight away, an F-bomb, no. I turned it off. I was like, no, not a chance.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Literally.
Kind of a tangent here.
Mm-hmm.
Was Hellboy your like Ron Perlman awakening?
No.
Because I have a very niche one. Was it Beauty and the Beast?
It wasn't.
Oh my god. So he did a live action, I want to say it was like a TV series, but it was like set, I can't remember. It's been a very long time since I've watched it, but Beauty and the Beast set in New York, modern day New York. He lives in like the sewers or whatever, and he's a beast who lives underground in New York City, and like it's like a TV series. It's honestly, we need to watch it at some point.
Yes, we do. Oh my god.
It's so good. And that's when I was like, wow. And then, 20 years later, I would romance Halson, and the rest is history. So
let me find the one. Hang on. I will cut.
I mean, I could understand the casting of the guy that plays Hopper, because I feel like he's got a very similar vibe, I guess, as Ron Perlman. Like, I could understand the idea of casting him, but at the same time, it's like, I get what you're saying, like, why, like, the F-bomb right in the first however many seconds or whatever. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, of course. No, my awakening to Ron Perlman was not that.
Yeah.
But I watched. It's because I was watching Blade.
That's fair.
At a young age.
That's fair.
So
I was not.
That was. So already from a young age, I had very, very bad influences of the type of men that I am into, including Wesley Snipes and Ron Perlman. And
I didn't have any of those.
Underworld was a big one for me too.
I'm trying to think of like any sort of bad boy awakening I had as a child. And the only thing that's coming to mind is Rufio from Hook.
Yes.
But that's it. That's all I
can
think
my god. Yeah, and then when I learned who that was, and then I was watching other things later on. Like, he's the guy in the crowd in the Goofy movie.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't watched. I think I've watched the Goofy movie once.
Where it's like he's like shouting at the girl, like he's catcalling the girl, and it's hilarious.
Catcalling the girl dog.
Yeah. But it's so funny because I think it was like kind of ad-libbed kind of thing. Or they said, really? You need to do it like this way, and then he did it a certain way, and then it got in, and it was like, yeah, it's like ultimate classic. So yeah, number one, that, and then I found out he's Prince Zuko, and I was like, well,
yeah,
yep, I'm doomed with my imaginary fictional man.
Wait, he probably didn't, but did he voice grown-up Zuko in the new movie?
Yeah.
Did he?
They had him back. Okay. And also, he's...
oh my god.
I don't think we found him yet in Date Everything. We haven't found him yet.
We did know that he was in that.
But he is in that. Oh, stunning man. love him so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got some really like. But also, I was an Abe Sabian man as well. Woman.
I don't know who that is.
Abe from Hellboy.
Oh,
The freaky fish guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm weird like
it's
that.
It's been a long time. I want to say I watched Hellboy last in 2015. So it's been well over a decade since I watched Hellboy.
Fairs. Yeah, we need to do a Hear Me Out cake.
Oh my god.
We should have done that while I was in Scotland. Next time.
Okay, Hear Me Out.
Mm-hmm.
We do a digital Hear Me Out cake.
Oh my god, yes.
On the episode.
Yes. I can do that. We can do that and we can add it in post.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. We'll do a Hear Me Out cake. Yeah. That's gonna be awesome. Another one just to finish off is actually we'll put both of these in here, is doing female versions of films that already exist.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
For example, Ghostbusters, they did a female version, and then they made
the Ocean's
8
movie.
Yeah, but in Ghostbusters they made what's his name, the guy who plays Thor,
Hemsworth, Chris
Hemsworth. Yeah, it's the other Chris. We've mentioned both Chris's today.
It's about 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, so they made him so stupid.
I didn't watch it, so I have no idea.
watched it. I slug my way through it because I really, really like the people that are in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've loved them in other films, but nah, it was terrible.
Yeah, no,
but
I didn't even bother watching that one.
It felt like women written by men. It was very women written by men coded, and it was like women's feminism written by men.
Weird.
Yeah,
okay.
It was. I don't even know if it was written by a man. If it was written by a woman, get a new job.
A team of writers, to be fair.
If the lead writer was a woman, get a new job. Because just quit your day job and run away to the circus, because that's where you deserve to be. And Ocean's 8 was horrible.
I didn't watch that one either.
I thought it was going to be good. I liked it.
I didn't watch it.
So I liked it the first time I watched it, and then I watched it again, and I was like, oh no. I prefer the rest of the Oceans films to this.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're trying too hard.
The thing that I struggle with a lot of reboots and stuff is a lot of the repetitiveness and the borrowing. Like it's like, oh, we can't just come up with an original. Like Ocean's 8 probably, and again, this is coming from somebody who hasn't watched it. I've seen clips of it. I haven't watched it. But a lot of things I noticed with things like that is Ocean's 11 did really, really well, right? Because it was new, it was interesting, it was an original idea. Yeah. Ocean's 8 was piggybacking off of that to be something else. And it's like, why don't you just have this be like one of the movies that I really liked? I think it was called Nuclear Blonde. And it was very much an action movie, like spy, whatever. Yeah. And it didn't take off because it wasn't riding on the coattails of something else. Yeah. But it was a really, really good film. And it was, this, again, it's been a very long time since I've seen this one as well. But very much I think one of the opening scenes is she's battered and bruised and she's got cuts all over her and she has a glass of whiskey and she's sitting in this bathtub, and it's very wick coded. Yeah. Oh, it's very wick coded, but it's completely different. It's a completely different storyline, completely different characters, completely its own original thing. But now you have these female versions riding on the coattails of these other ones, and it's like, why don't you just make it its own thing and let it just fail or be successful or flop on its own? Why do you have to ride on coattails?
That's another man that can do no wrong.
Which one?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Absolute angel of a man. And that's all I'm going to say about him, because I don't feel right in saying anything further. I don't believe he deserves that sort of treatment. Not that Ron Perlman deserves that sort of treatment, but I think he could handle it. He gives very strong dom energy.
I think that it's Ron Perlman gives like daddy vibes.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Keanu Reeves gives like really cool uncle vibes.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And on that note,
now that we're done objectifying men like they do us.
Yeah. This has been Underqualified and Over It.
If you've made it this far, that's on you.
We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.